Hello and welcome to another video. In this one, I'm just going to be complaining, so strap in. Okay, so there's this really annoying thing that changed in Python 3.14. I actually pointed this out in my 3.14 video that I made when it originally came out, and I didn't quite realize just how annoying it was until I started using Python 3.14 more full-time. Mostly switching to Ubuntu Resolute, which ships with 3.14 as a default interpreter. Anyway, I'm going to show you what's annoying about this, and hopefully you'll also be annoyed as I am, or not. I don't know. So if you're not familiar with PDB or breakpoints in Python, there's a built-in terminal debugger that's pretty nice to use. I'm just going to add a breakpoint here to this file. Mostly to demo. I'm not actually going to be poking around with the debugger, but I'm just going to show you this behavior that I find really, really annoying. Actually, I don't even need a virtual env because ASTPretty doesn't have any dependencies, so I don't know why I did that. But let's call ASTPretty on itself with Python 3.12 and the debugger. And when I'm in the debugger, I can poke around at stuff. We can see where we are, etc. And to quit, I can type Q. And yeah, it raises this ugly exception, but it quits. Additionally, you can also send end of file with Control D, and that will also quit, which is great. 3.14, for some reason, decided that we need to go back in time to where quit no longer quits, and we need to ask this question. Also, this question is not quite right either. Like, there's no os.kill going on here. It is just the normal process teardown through sysexit, but I asked you to quit. Why don't you quit? This drives me nuts. Additionally, end of file also doesn't quit. Like, I think pretty clearly if there's no more input, it should have quit, but you can end of file twice. But this, I find really, really annoying. Fortunately-ish, you can kind of work around this. So PDB has a RC file, a run commands file, and these will get run on startup. Annoyingly, if you want it to work in old versions and newer versions, you kind of need this little hack here. You also, as far as I can tell, can only have single line statements in PDB-RC because it is inputted into the prompt. And so that's why this looks really ugly rather than having an if statement here. But you can poke at this underscore variable and manually force its mode to command line mode. And of course, if you don't care about, oh, I also need this. I'm using the import statement because of a Brickman hook that bans imports of debuggers. But anyway, this will allow me to force the mode to command line mode, which is what happens when you run python-m pdb on a file. This is sort of the command line mode, which already gracefully quits without prompting. But now if I run this again with my custom little commands there, Q will restore back to the old behavior of printing this ugly stack trace, which I think is fine. Anyway, this really grinds my gears, especially if I'm in like nested terminal sessions and it's just like I'm muscle memory to quit out of them by using Control D. But now this is trying to teach me to press Control D twice, and so I've found many times that I've closed my entire terminal session on accident, which is really annoying. Anyway, hopefully this annoys you too, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, another thing that I wanted to mention about this is this comes right after the version where previously exit didn't exit the REPL, but in 3.13 this was the first version where we actually got exit to exit, and somehow we've gone backwards in PDB. Ugh.